Well, you've got me in my car this week, um, and I am at least parked on a canal bridge, so there's a bit of a tarot on the deck connection, but I'm actually still away on a house sit. So actually there's a boat coming along the canal now. You can hear the engine in the distance, which is really nice. Feels homely to me anyway. So, energies that I feel are important this week is the sun's moved into Leo, and so it is time to shine. But it's time to shine, your heart really, not the ego. So not just to be the winner of the race all the time, but to let higher forces in you, the stuff that, the part of you that knows what's good and is prepared to be strong, which is the Leo tarot card, is strength. To be brave enough, to be strong enough to bring in what you know is right and use it to calm the instinctive battling over the last crumb type of energy that is also around at the moment. It's very highly competitive out there, and there's still very stressful energies astrologically. So people don't think before they act, think before they speak. There's just a lot of aggression out there, and so people are venting a lot. So it's a good plan to stay within your centered alignment to everything that you think is the highest good in you, in life, and bravely express that. The thing I've been most struck by in the news this week is the burning of the tundra within the Arctic Circle. And so, in honour of that, I've chosen to use the Tarot of the Trees for this week's readings. So, bearing in mind that we want to bring in our highest in every department of our lives. This week we have the Three of Cups for what we need in our personal lives to find the highest vibration to and express it. Now, the Three of Cups, as I'm sure you can see, is a happy, cheerful card. So I'm sure lots of us are enjoying holidays, certainly enjoying the good weather. And I love the way these little trees are planted in those cups. So it's time to share, and it's time to plant the things that bind you together, because that's certainly what the roots of these trees are doing. And we know, even the scientists now know, that trees are a collective, that they kind of operate as one huge being, which is, that's pretty cool. So in our personal lives, within our family, within our close personal relationships for the week ahead, it will be a good idea to share things that are fun, that we all enjoy, that bind us together and help us grow together. Yeah, that's the smashing card for our personal lives. Really, really smashing. So enjoy your home life and your relationships this week. In terms of our life outside of our home, be it a career or in whatever duty we have towards society, we have the Ten of Wands. And as you can see, there's a tendency to overdo with the best of intentions. So don't overdo things in your work this week. Don't push yourself too far. Don't push others too far. Because in trying too hard, you smother the new growth, as these trees are shown to do here. So it's yes, it's a quite a labouring energy, so things aren't going to feel easy at work this week. Possibly there are people on holiday and so everybody's doubling up on jobs and things. Certainly I'm at my busiest time of the year with my house sitting and dog walking and tarot business all going at the same time because there's festivals everywhere. And I'm not getting to any of those because I'm busy house sitting and looking after dogs, which I love just as much as I love tarot. So don't overdo it this week. Don't push yourself, but don't give up either. Okay, so whatever it is you're working on for the benefit of the world, just don't stifle it with too much. Do you know that the feeling I get with this card is doing something so that you can be seen to be doing something rather than doing something because it's right or it comes from your heart or it helps. So it's a brilliant card to meditate with, and I know work is not the place to meditate at, but certainly if those of you who meditate, you could meditate on your work this week. Just put the burden of work down for a while and take a higher perspective on it and just see it, you know, in a less concentrated way so that the new things can develop, because it seems to me in our work lives, like in a lot of society, old regimes, old systems are coming to their close. They've achieved what they can achieve, and we now need the new life to come in. And of course, if you expect everything to conform to what's gone before, you will stifle that new growth. So don't push too hard. Okay. It's actually a card of Saturn, and Saturn is very strongly affecting us all at the moment. So yes, be responsible, do your duties, but don't overdo them for the sake of being seen to be doing something. Oh, sounds pretty okay. And then in terms of the world itself, I adore this deck. The artwork on it is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This is the Seven of Swords for a way of bringing in the higher forces in terms of the world outside of us, if you like, the world that we usually deem we have no control over, but of course we do, because everything is interconnected. So our perspective on something affects the collective, and in that way we have an influence. And this is about taking things lightly, about tiptoeing past things that might look worrisome or dangerous or not what you would do. Just tiptoe past them. Don't get held up and stuck on a particular thought, idea, or new invention or anything that comes to us from the world outside. Just stay just light-footed and moving forward, right? There's also a connection to ancestors here. So it could be that at a global level, there's more wisdom coming in from our collective ancestors and the ancestors in the sky, like Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon and people like that, beings like that. So those energies from ancestors help us to be light in our approach to things. So be light in your approach to things and you will feel closer to the ancestors this week. And those three cards overall add up to card 20, the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is our guidance overall for this week. And it's a beautiful card and teaches that the little box that you're in now needs to be broken out of. And when you break out of your box, you haven't got to convince other people that what you're doing is right, because other people see it and naturally let themselves out of their boxes too. So it's like a contagion. Once one person liberates themselves, other people set themselves free. And there's a further little meaning on this, which I think might be significant. If you have something that you wish to pursue, personal life, work life, and globally, it can be all of those or even just one of those, but it's probably all of those. It's probably an overall attitude towards those things. If you don't pursue what's meaningful to you, you'll regret it. Because when you do what's right for you, it's going to be right for everybody else too, because it sets them free to be them. So you do you, I'll do me. and it will make a good energy for this week ahead that will liberate people. If you're called to do something other than you're doing now in your approaches to things. I mean, I've been making an eco brick, and the awareness levels regarding plastic have gone sky high with me now. I'd always been a cautious plastic user, but now I'm really nitpicking about it. And a lot of things have changed in my life just from the eco brick. Now, the eco brick probably will never get built because I've cut down. There's things I'm not buying just because they had plastic, and that's only one little thing. The other thing is I've actually suggested to an organisation that they allow the public to plant trees on their land for free. They're nervous because they feel that the public will get upset if anything happens to these trees. So we've got to grow up and they've got to grow up. But yeah, it's a project worth being involved in from my perspective. They're my callings. So whatever calling you have rattling around within you at the moment, it's a good time to heed and act on those callings, because in liberating yourself, you will liberate others. And certainly that's what's happened with the things I've been doing. It's sort of a contagion. So I hope you have a really good week, and I hope one of these weeks I'm actually going to be on my deck and really be tarot on the deck. If you want a reading at any time, just get in touch. I'm always available. There's a message button on my Facebook page, Tarot on the Deck, and I respond as quickly as I can because I'm often busy doing other things. But tarot is I was going to say my first love, but it's not, because dogs are. Humans too, but it's in there. So yeah, I enjoy doing it, and with my system of tarot, you pay what you want to. That's it. You pay what you want to, and then I design a spread or a whatever, a length of time around what you want to pay. So that to me sounds fair exchange. Okay, so have a good week. Enjoy your family this week. Enjoy. Okay, I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.